The Chicago king of hot dogs, Dick Portillo. MichaelMcLean.coach. You can sign up for these free broken iPhone morning videos at MichaelMcLean.coach. There's nothing to buy. I just need your email. I'll send you a daily video at 6 a.m. every single day, just like this. I don't miss days. MichaelMcLean.coach. So one of the things about Naples, where we live for half the year here in Naples, Florida, is that according to the locals, there are more billionaires and millionaires living here in Southwest Florida than in any other area of America. Now, whether this is true or not, what's amazing, and one of the things that I love about being in Naples when we moved here 3 years ago, is I'm a big environment guy. I have a saying that I live by: environment is for kings and willpower is for men who are not serious about winning. I, over the last 19 to 20 years, have focused a lot of my time and energy in getting myself into the right environments. And what I mean by that, I have a saying, get around it and smell the leather. I shot a video last year about how my friend and sometimes private client Gordon Quinton will take me to, we'll stop at the Rolls-Royce dealerships here on a Sunday, and we'll go and we'll check out the vehicles when the dealership is closed. We'll go by the Ferrari dealership. We'll go by, the Lamborghini dealership, and we'll do this not to buy the car, but to see the price tags, to see the new machines, and to smell the leather, to get around it. There's something transformational about getting around abundance. There's something transformational about getting around wealth and prosperity and opportunity, because we're brainwashed with the rest, right? We're brainwashed by politicians and the media and anti-social media. What are you being brainwashed there? That it's a scarcity mindset. We have a lack of opportunity, a lack of abundance, a lack of wealth, that the American dream is dead, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And none of it's true. So I like to smell the leather and get around it, and there's no better place to do it in the winter months than Naples, Florida. My wife, Krista, and I were out on one of those sunset boat cruises a couple weeks ago. And what was really cool at the end, they took us down this area of the water, which is called, it's one of the richest, it's where some of the richest homes in America are. And it's called Port Royal Billionaires Row. Port Royal Billionaires Row. And I've done this 3 times in 3 years. When my mom and dad were here last year, I took them on it. They call it those celebrity cruises or whatever. When I don't give a shit about celebrities, but I absolutely give a shit about seeing these homes, seeing these compounds, seeing these mansions, getting around it and smelling the leather, immersing myself in wealth, abundance, and opportunity. So Port Royal is along the beach here, and our sunset cruise ended by going down along it. And one of the most incredible, one of my favorite stories is the story of the Chicago hot dog king, the king of hot dogs in Chicago. And the story, first of all, the guy, Dick Portello, has the largest and most expensive yacht in Naples, which is a really big deal for these types of people, right? He's got a almost $11 million yacht parked outside of his front house. And his home, of course, is absolutely magnificent, but it's the story about Dick that I love the most. Like way back in the late 60s, this guy started this billion-dollar business. He eventually sold his company for over $1 billion. He started with one hot dog wagon, not a hot dog truck, not a hot dog cart, but this old hot dog wagon in Chicago. And his wife at the time, they had $1,100, which was a significant amount of money back in the late 60s, early 70s. They had $1,100 saved to purchase their first home, down payment. And Dick convinced his first wife instead to invest the money in this hot dog wagon. And it was a wooden, something you'd see along the beach with wheels on it, where he could hitch it to his truck and he could take it to different locations. And they sold hot dogs. The only problem was Dick couldn't cook. He was like me. He was a disaster in the kitchen. The only running water they had in this hot dog wagon was a garden hose that they would have to screw into somebody's outdoor faucet wherever they were located. So pretty rudimentary operation. And actually, Dick's wife grew tired of it all. She grew tired of the stress. She got tired of the risk. She got tired of him working all the time. And they separated and divorced. So he was divorced. He got divorced from his first wife when he was literally dead broke and running this first operation. So Dick took his 2 young children around and he learned how to cook hot dogs from going to other restaurants and other hot dog stands and talking to other cart owners and asking these entrepreneurs the best way to cook hot dogs. So he literally would grab his kids, head out, and ask questions. He wasn't afraid to ask questions even of future competitors. He didn't want it his way. He wanted the best way. So, he did the research and nothing was going to stop him. So there's the rest is history. He's got 38 locations when he sold. He sold his company for over $1 billion. And he's got a magnificent home here in Naples. He's got a $11 million yacht. And, he's one of the most successful from scratch God-made entrepreneurs in American history. And it just goes to show you, and it's just a constant reminder. This is why I love hearing these types of stories when I'm on these boats. I love hearing the story. Most people on the cruise, they enjoy that. They look at the house and they look at the yacht, and they miss the most important ingredient: the decades of hard work, the decades of risk, the decades of stress, the decades of anxiety, the decades of pain to get to that point where now he lives as a financially free billionaire here in Naples on the beach. People often, it's so simple for them to hop, skip, and jump and forget or not even understand the story. I love the story. I grew up in the back of a general store watching my dad work 14 hours a day, every day but Christmas. My grandfather, my mom's father, ran a general store. When we'd go over there, we'd watch him working 14 hours a day, every day but Christmas. Those guys at the time, they didn't have any money. It was as blue collar as you could get. But at least even at that level, running their own show, being their own entrepreneur, being the small business owner, they were free. They were badasses. They weren't bootlickers. And even though they worked these extreme hours for a number of years, they had a plan to do something even better. And they weren't afraid to put in the work. Not in today's anti-work world where it's a swear word, where the word work is a cuss word. Everybody wants to start at the top and work their way down. My dad and my grandfather, 14 hours a day without complaint. So when I hear stories about the hot dog king of Chicago and I see the yacht and I see the mansion and I see the net worth, it just reminds me of how much wealth, how much opportunity, and how much abundance surrounds us. Here in Naples, I walk into Dunkin' Donuts and everybody's dressed the same. Everybody's always in a t-shirt or a golf shirt and shorts. That's it. You can't tell whether the person is somebody heading to a regular job, or the person's a millionaire, or the person's a billionaire. You can hardly tell at all. You'd have to go to some of these fine dining restaurants downtown to even know. But you'll see $100,000 Rolex on the guy's wrist. I was standing beside a guy the other day in Dunkin' Donuts. He's in there every day. I always strike up a conversation with these guys because they're in their 70s. They sit over in the corner, and every morning it's like the Liars Club over in the corner. These retirees are sitting over there, but you can tell there's something special about this group of men. They all have the gold Rolexes on. They're all dressed like beach bums. And I just love asking them about their story. And the thing about entrepreneurs like you and me is we love telling our story. We hate talking about the weather. We hate talking about politics. We hate talking in cliches. We love to talk about money. We love to talk about success. We love to talk about failure. We love to talk about entrepreneurship. And we love to hear stories of other successful entrepreneurs and other unsuccessful entrepreneurs, which we've all been. And we just also love to hear the stories and tell our own story. So the king of Chicago hot dogs, the hot dog king of Chicago, is living here in Naples, probably part-time, along with many other people. Everybody from Judge Judy and Larry Bird, Mike Ditka's home we went by the other day. The late coach Shula has a home here. The late Mary Kay Cosmetics had a massive home here. We went by. Actually, last year, we went by the most impressive home that I saw was John Bon Jovi's. And he had a massive yacht. And the guy said that John Bon Jovi's actually here quite a bit. Some of these people, he said the average for most of these people is less than 2 to 3 weeks that they spend here. But John Bon Jovi, I saw him last year at the gas station. I was filling up the truck and he was 2 lanes over filling up his SUV. And down here, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like I've noticed, he went in, I followed him in to pay. He was grabbing some stuff in there, And one person said hello to him when he was up at the cashier, and it wasn't even the cashier. So whether people care or whether they notice or whether I can understand why these guys are down here. A guy like the king, the Chicago hot dog king, Dick Portello, he just walks around here. Nobody would know who he is, and he could live a pretty normal life down here. So that's my Billionaire Row story of the day. I got a whole bunch of these from that Port Royal billionaire cruise the other day. But I just love going on those things. Everybody's fascinated by the celebrity part of it. And I could care less about any of that. I'm like, tell me more about the business. Tell me more about where he is today. Tell me how he started. Could you imagine his ex-wife? So she leaves him literally when he's stone dead broke. And a few decades later, the guy's a millionaire and then eventually a billionaire. And she didn't believe in him. Maybe she had every right not to believe in him. And the rest is history. So I'm sure his second wife, who's married again, there's a big statue out front of his mansion. And the commentator on the boat, the MC on the boat said, "We believe that's a statue of his ex-wife." I don't know whether that's true, but that's funny. So that's the story of the Chicago hot dog king. He's alive and doing well here in Naples, Florida, the land of opportunity. In completely unrelated news to Chicago hot dogs and Billionaires Row, my new book, The Caveman Email Millions Playbook, is out. And it's out as a digital download. Pay whatever you want, whatever amount you want, $1 to $100. I don't care. You want to pay $15, you want to pay $1, you want to pay $75, you want to pay $100 like some men. Does not matter to me. But it's out as a digital download for a limited time. I'm not going to do this for long. The reason I'm offering it as a pay whatever you want, these are my top 100 emails that I've ever sent in my entire career in multiple industries. These are the email templates that you can plug and play, do whatever the hell you want with them. Some of them are from the insurance industry, some are from the barbershop industry, some are from the hockey business, window washing business, fundraising business, how to hire people. You need to hire people. There's those in there. I think my daughter's lemonade stand emails, my top 100 most profitable templates. That's all it is. I've written, Mark Andre thinks I've written over 4,300 emails over the last 20 years, which I should. I write emails every single day now. But it's, he said, he's like, I said to him a couple months ago, I said, put together our top 100 money drenching emails. I don't care about clicks. I don't care about popularity or likes or open rates or any of that stuff. You can't go to a bank teller and deposit any of those views or likes. Or I said, what 100 emails have brought in the most money, the most mucho fungolas, as the late great Gary Halbert would say. And Mark's put these 100 together in the book, and you can download a copy at cavemanmillions.com. The link is below. Pay whatever you want. No pressure, no strings attached, no BS. I just want you to have the book. Then you can take these email templates, take a handful of them, and use them. Some of them are welcome templates, some of them are referral templates, some of them are ticket giveaways, free pizza, fundraising, help wanted, relationship building. Some of them are celebrity based. they're the ones that have brought in the most money. Do what you want with them, personalize them. You shouldn't have to spend more than 5 or 10 minutes on an email template and then press send and get it out the door. There's my 3 variations of my infamous accidentally drunk Doug Flutie Hail Mary 9-word email. The 3 combinations I've used in there to literally sell millions of dollars over the last 2 decades are in there. You can use that template, that 9-word Doug Flutie Hail Mary template. You can use that in your business every 6 months to literally create a torrential downpour of leads, buyers, and cash flow into your business. That Doug Flutie Hail Mary 9-word email has literally saved my bacon in business multiple times, where I wasn't going to be able to make payroll, or I wasn't going to be able to make my mortgage, or I wasn't going to be able to pay my dad. I always kept the 9-word Doug Flutie email in my back pocket for days like that. I still use it. I used it the other day with this company here. You received it probably, and it brought in the maximum $150K in 3 days. The reason I say maximum $150,000 is because that was all we were offering. 5 spots at $2,500 a month to work with Marc-Andre, my business partner, 12 months a year. I mean, that's $150K. I hate to do math publicly like that. Strong men tremble when MJM does math publicly, but even that I could do. I just didn't even have to write it on my palm this time. So it's just the power of some of those email templates, especially the 9-word Doug Flutie Hail Mary, which is in the book. Download your copy of the book below. I'm going to keep that link live for a few more days. And then I'm going to turn this into a physical product, my bread and butter, paper and ink, print. It's going to be over $1,000 or $1,000 because it's this is a brick, by the way, right? It's digital, but it's a brick. It's over 200 pages. And once I make it a physical product, it's going to cost me a small fortune to print it, and it's going to cost me a small fortune to FedEx it if you buy the physical one. So instead of buying $1,000 or $2,000 product, you can pay $1, you can pay $50, you can pay $100, whatever you want, and download it and have it instantly. What I would do is, in my case, because I don't do digital, I don't do Go Fetch, I don't go do PDFs, I don't do anything. I don't read on screens, I don't do any of that horse shit. But I do buy e-products that I want, and I just get Marc-Andre. If I can't print them on my printer at home, I'll get Marc-Andre to get a local printer to print it, and literally it'll be FedEx to my door in a few days. I'll answer the door and there's somebody's ebook. I'll answer the door and there's somebody's digital product. So even though you may hate this shit like I do, if it's good, if not, I don't buy them. But I make it I kill trees, I make it a physical product if I have to. So cavemanmillions.com. That's it for today. Hey, be like the Chicago hot dog king. Never give up on your dreams. Keep working, go all in, play offense, burn the boats, play to win. Burn the ships and take the island like Dick did. And then never apologize for your success. Never apologize for your yacht. Never apologize for your home. Never apologize for your billion level net worth. The American dream is still alive and doing well. We're awash in opportunity, abundance, and wealth like never before in history. Like my pop says, there's never been a greater time to be alive than in 2024. If you have the right mindset, you have the right attitude, you have an abundance mindset, and you have an attitude of gratitude, the sky is the limit. cavemanmillions.com below. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that'll change yours. Be relentless.